Day.
And I'm Richard Day.
We're both chiropractors.
We've been in practice together for 11 years.
Married for 10.
With 3 beautiful little girls.
We know it's possible to have an exceptional practice that's built around your life.
Because we've done it.
So we've created this podcast,
the Lifestyle Practice Builders Podcast.
We'll interview chiropractors, answer questions, and bring you resources to help build and grow your practice.
So let's get this party started.
Welcome back to the Lifestyle Practice Builders Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Haley, and today I am talking about Instagram. I think we are all looking for ways to market our practice, and for me, Instagram is one of those great ways, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about the best ways to utilize it and how to build your following on Instagram, and the one thing that I would never post to our Instagram account. So stay tuned to the end to hear those things, but first let's talk about why Instagram is so awesome. It has the most even age breakdown of all social media, and more than 200 million people are visiting it a day. So Instagram is huge. It's an awesome way to connect and build relationships within your community, other business leaders, co-managing partners such as massage therapists, acupuncturists, other doctors, athletic trainers, and then it's also great to connect with possible new patients. Instagram is a great way to communicate who you are and what you treat so that when possible future patients stumble on your account, maybe through your website or Facebook, they know you're the right chiropractor for them. They are looking at your stories and posts, and those are a great way to show how relatable you are and how perfect you are for them. Instagram is also a great way to educate people who already know you about what you do. So we all have friends and family members that have never been to a chiropractor, but they will follow you on Instagram. And by following you on Instagram, they'll learn about who you are so that when they or someone they know needs help, they know you're the person to go to. Instagram is great at narrowing in on your target area or location, and that's why I really think it's awesome for this. I see a lot of Instagram accounts and they're trying to build the numbers, but for me, it's really about who's closest to us and actually might come in. So I'm always trying to create a following that is right around our area, and I'm not as concerned about numbers. And the last thing that I think Instagram is great for is learning about the type of content your followers enjoy to see from you. And that will help drive traffic to your website, and they can learn more about you, maybe download a resource, and even schedule a visit. So your Instagram profile should tell visitors who you are, what you offer, and why they should care about you enough to hit the follow button. So that's the end goal. You want someone in your area to stumble upon your account and click that follow button. Then while following you, if they ever need your services or they know someone who needs chiropractic, they'll know you're the person to go to. And it all starts with your username, and that should be similar to names you use around other social media. Our practice is Great Day Chiropractic, and so our Instagram handle is Great Day Docs. So pick something that fits you, fits your persona, that kind of thing. The next thing you're going to do is pick your profile picture. I think a personal picture is really great of you, of the doctor, but you can also use a logo. I just think the picture is more personable. And then you're going to put your name. And that can be found by search engines. So if you use your name and you have enough space to put your location, that would be great too. You could say Malibu Chiropractor, John Smith, Malibu Chiropractor. And so if people searched Malibu Chiropractor, they would actually find you. Then the next is your bio. And every word or emoji matters. So answer the basics. You only have 150 characters with this, but you never get a second chance to make a first impression, so make everything count. Don't write in paragraph style. Use bite-sized chunks of information to really get across to the people stumbling upon your account, who you are, and what you do best. You want a strong call to action, or CTA, and that is, what do you want people to do once they land on your account? Do you want them to follow your feed, join your Facebook group, download a resource? Have that in that bio if you can. You also want to include a phone number if there's room and your address. I stumble upon a lot of chiropractic clinics that don't say where they are, and so it would be up to the person to actually click through to maybe their website or click through a post to learn about where someone is and But you don't have that kind of time. People want to see it right where they are. And if they don't connect with you through your picture or that you're local to them, then they may be off to the next account. So I really think that having your location is important there. And then you're giving one link. So you can link to your website, or you could use something like Linktree and link to several things. You can link to your website, a resource, a blog, that kind of thing. For us, we have just our website. We want people to go there, learn more about us, and hopefully schedule a visit. So the website's key for that. You do not want to use hashtags in your bio because that's actually going to link people to other places. And so before they are even done with your bio, they could click on a hashtag and they're out of there. So unless that hashtag is specific to your practice, I really would stay away from putting any hashtags in your bio. And then last but not least is the contact button. If you have a business profile, then that will link to your phone number, email, and for people to get directions. Overall, for your profile is that I really think that if you're a business, it should be public. People shouldn't have to follow you to learn more about you. Most people aren't going to do that. And if you want more followers in your area, then making it public is really best. It's a business. You're a public thing. People can see your Facebook page and they really want to get to know you. And that's just a barrier to entry. So make it public, let them in, and let yourself grow. So let's talk about posting. You really want to limit generic pictures, selfies, technical chiropractic posts, and don't post just to post. You want to find a genuine reason for posting today and make sure that someone's going to get some value from it. Do some editing, maybe use a filter, but make it look its best, whatever you can do with it. And some people use Canva to add words or to give it a more consistent look to it. So Canva, I think, is great. We use Canva all the time. And then if you're having a hard time figuring out how to post, a great way to narrow down on what you're posting is to create a pattern to your post. So you can it'll help you build content. If every Monday is a meme, every Tuesday is an exercise, every Wednesday is your favorite foods, every Thursday is a supplement that you like to recommend. So if there's a pattern to it, it will help you create your post for the day. Some things that you can share about are your practice. You can share things about you, your community. All of those things are great. You can share testimonials of patients, and you can regram from fans and followers that have actually posted about you. That's good. Or you can regram from people in your community. So a business that posts a picture of food that looks awesome to you, you could repost that, and that's an easy post for the day. You can also use Instagram to promote your presence outside of Instagram. So if you have a YouTube channel or a TikTok, then you can promote that using Instagram. Make sure that you geotag or tag the place where you are. This helps people in your community find you, your practice, the restaurant you're eating at, the park you're playing at, the store you're shopping at. That way others will see your post under that location. And then also that place might repost your post or share it in their stories, which is awesome. And when you're writing below your post, you want a call to action in the comments. So write about your post, whatever you're doing, and then ask people to either visit your website, leave a comment, to answer a question. Is this your favorite place to get a cheeseburger? Have you tried this supplement? That kind of thing. So that really helps you get engagement with your followers. Highest engagement times are typically found around lunch to early afternoon. I recommend taking a break on Sunday. Not much going on Instagram. People are enjoying their families and friends. So posting on Sunday is not necessary. You can use up to 30 hashtags. I would use mostly location dependent hashtags. So the point of using Instagram to grow your practice is finding people in your community. Using those hashtags to narrow in your audience from your community is important, and that's a great way of doing it. The next thing we're going to talk about is stories. So these stories last for 24 hours, and they tell a story about you, your practice, and how you are in the community. And some followers only look at stories, so it's really important to use this feature. You can post several stories throughout the day. You want to get creative, and how you can do this best is watching others and see what they do with it, and then playing around with it yourself and creating posts that are fun and engaging, or actually stories that are fun and engaging, and just playing around with it. So you can mention others in your story. That's a nice feature. So if you're at a restaurant, you can mention the restaurant, you can put the location of the restaurant, and you can use up to 10 hashtags in your story. So that can help get some eyes on your post too. You can also use stories to get feedback by using the poll feature, or you can ask your followers questions to learn more about them and what they want. You can use the countdown timer to alert your followers to upcoming events in your office or that you'll be at in the community. You can use quizzes as a fun interactive game with your followers, and you can add GIFs to get noticed. People are watching a lot of stories through the day, and fun GIFs can kind of get their eyes to your story. You can add music, and then also, of course, add words with different fonts, colors, backgrounds that make it fun. You can also add your post to your stories. So if you posted for today and you want people to visit your post, post it to your story by using that funny little arrow under your picture, and that'll invite lookers to read and engage with the actual post, and that's nice. So you can video from the app to create a story, or you can also use a video you've already taken on your phone. Sometimes I do that. And then if you want the story to stick around a while, there's a highlights section on your profile that you can add these stories to categories. So maybe you have an exercises category or low back exercise category, and any story that you do that is talking about low back problems, then you would add it to that highlight reel, and people can watch those whenever they want. The last thing with Instagram is IGTV, and this is for more long form videos. It hasn't really taken off yet, but that's good because it means it's not real saturated, and people who do watch IGTV are more likely to watch your video. You want to use vertical video. Keep it short. You're limited to 10 minutes. I recommend 2 to 5 minutes is best. It can be recorded using your camera, and you want to change it up. Keep content relevant. Use other popular content, posts that people have liked, stories that people have liked as a basis for your IGTV videos. Be a teacher, can be tutorial style, how-to exercises, lifting, yoga tips, cooking tips, whatever your thing is, be the teacher of it. So how-to videos about the kinds of things that you do in your practice. You can also go behind the scenes to show your office and let people know what to expect in your office, what kind of equipment you have, that kind of thing. You can also use this content to upload to YouTube. So if you want a YouTube channel and you haven't started one, you can use these IGTVs to upload to a YouTube video and start to build and create that for your practice. You can also do promotional videos, kind of a webinar style for potential customers, do an interview with someone in your community, and you can use subtitles, pop-up text, hashtags, and add an interesting cover to these to make them nice. So promote your IGTV across social media. You can let people on Facebook know that you've posted an IGTV video or on your YouTube, that kind of thing. And you can tease the content that it's coming. So on Wednesday, I'm doing low back exercises on IGTV. Please stick around to check that out. You want to wear branded apparel for these is best. And then always check the analytics with any of this stuff. I just realized that I'm leaving out Instagram Live as something you can do. I've seen a lot of people during quarantine do, 15-minute exercise videos for live. So you can definitely go live in your office or wherever you're at in the community and show what's going on with you. It's a fun way to do. A lot of times it will alert your followers that you're on live. So that's fun. You can talk to them. You can see if people have questions about your practice. So those are some good things you can do on live. And most importantly, how can we build your following? A lot of these things that I've been talking about, that's how you're going to do it. You want to actively engage with with your audience and people in your community. So go find their posts, go watch their stories, and leave a genuine comment, things that really catch your eye, and that way you'll get noticed by them. You want to make sure it's genuine though, because if it's superficial or fake or just doesn't mean anything to the post, then that might actually cause them to block you. You can also ask your followers to share content that they've liked from your Instagram. So they could share a post, they could share your story. That's always nice. You can put up a sign in your office. You can share your Instagram to other platforms and ask for your Facebook followers to follow you on Instagram. You could also put your username on your t-shirts, logo shirts, or workout gear so that people might be interested in who you are and follow you on Instagram. So the negatives about Instagram are that it can be a time suck. Anyone that's been on Instagram knows that you can waste away on there. You can spend hours and not even realize it. So watch your time on there. Make sure it's worthy of what you're doing and that you're actually growing if you're on there. It can also be a turnoff if you are posting fake, boring, or superficial posts, generic posts that people don't connect with, then I really think it could be a turnoff. Somebody could go from your website to your Instagram and not feel like they're connecting with you and move on to the next person in their Google search. So make sure that you're posting and making it worth your time and doing a good job that people are relating to it. And the one thing that I would never post to my IG is an adjustment. So for us, we just feel like people don't want to see that. A lot of people don't cringe when they hear an adjustment or see somebody twist somebody's neck. So for us, it's not something we do. I've seen plenty of chiropractors do it. Maybe it's working for them, but for me, I think it's a turnoff to my ideal patient. And so I do not post those kinds of things to Instagram. So I have nothing against the adjustment. I just know that some people don't like the hear or look of it. I hope you guys have gotten some little tokens of gold from this podcast. It's a very basic intro to Instagram, how you can grow your following and really use it to market your practice. I think that it is great for that. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to us, and I'm happy to answer any of those questions. Thank you for listening. Take care and have a great day.
If you enjoyed this podcast episode, please share it with your friends on Instagram and Facebook. And for those of you who are already subscribers, we really appreciate it. Thanks for the reviews. We love reading those and knowing that you're loving the podcast. If you're looking for more tips and inspiration, be sure to check us out at lifestylepracticebuilders.com or join our business and marketing Facebook group for chiropractors at facebook.com/group/lifestylepractice.